The release of more than 170 names mentioned in court documents from a civil lawsuit involving Jeffrey Epstein has been postponed until later this month, RadarOnline.com can report. The U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York confirmed that the documents will not be made public until at least January 22 on Wednesday morning. According to News Nation, the delay came after a judge granted a 30-day extension for a Jane Doe so the court could consider her appeal to remain confidential in the Bombshell court documents. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, the highly anticipated documents are part of a settled civil lawsuit filed by Virginia Roberts Giuffre against Epstein confidant Ghislaine Maxwell in 2015. Giuffre alleged that Epstein and Maxwell pressured her to engage in sexual relationships with powerful men, including Prince Andrew, when she was still only a teenager. U.S. District Judge Loretta Preska initially ordered the documents to be unsealed on January 1 following a ruling last month. Nearly 200 names were set to be exposed in the Bombshell document drop initially scheduled for this week, allegedly including Prince Andrew, former U.S. President Bill Clinton, and several other high-profile individuals. Janet Johnson, a criminal defense attorney, recently claimed that the people named in the documents are unlikely to face prosecution if they haven't already done so in connection to the Epstein case. Johnson also noted that the names were initially kept secret to protect individuals who had not been found guilty of any wrongdoing from public backlash. These names were actually kept secret because the judge found that because they did not do anything wrong, there wasn't any reason at that point to release them and embarrass them, Johnson told News Nation earlier this week. ABC News also reported that several prominent names are expected to be mentioned in the court documents. Clinton, who is reportedly identified as Doe 36 in the documents, was allegedly mentioned in at least 50 of the hundreds of previously redacted and sealed filings. As RadarOnline.com reported, Epstein was first exposed in 2005 when he was accused of sexual trafficking and other sexual offenses. The late billionaire financier later pleaded guilty to sex charges in Florida and served a 13-month jail sentence. The case against Epstein was revived by federal prosecutors in New York in 2018, and the convicted sex offender was arrested once again in 2019. Epstein ultimately died by suicide in a New York prison in August 2019. Maxwell, Epstein's confidant and perhaps most infamous associate, was later arrested in 2020. Maxwell was convicted on multiple charges, including sex trafficking and conspiracy, in December 2002. She is currently serving a 20-year sentence for her crimes in a Florida federal prison.